Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Pixelmon. This episode we're going to do something very special. We're going to write a little note for King Daddy DMAC. As you guys know, he runs the Poke Academy on this server, and he gives out lessons to people. Now I'm already fairly experienced in Pokemon. There's not really a lot that I need lessons in, but there's always some that you can something that you can learn along the way. So we're not going to go for just a lesson though. We're going to go for an apprenticeship. We will work together, and together we will become the strongest duo on this server and rule the world. And then maybe I'll make an executive decision that he can no longer work with us, and I will kick him out of his own. Sorry, my mind wandered for a little bit, but yeah, let's start writing this letter. Okay, dear DMAC. No, DMAC has got capitals. I would like. No. I'm interested in your teaching services. Now, I am already pretty good at Pokemon, however, there is always room for improvement. I would also like more than just to be taught. I want to become your apprentice, and we, next page, can work together. With your expansive knowledge, I can take we can become all-powerful and become the greatest trainers there ever were. So please let me know if you would like to accept this offer, request. Please and thank you. Thank you. XOXO Ruben Delight. I can't fit it on the page. Okay, fine. Ruben Delight. No. I can sign my name. I'll do the XOXO. There we go. Let's have a little read through. Dear DMAC, I'm interested in your teaching services. Now I'm pretty. Ooh, there was a Skype noise. I'm already pretty good at Pokemon. However, there's always room for improvement. I would also like more than just to be taught. I want to become your apprentice, and we can work together. With your expansive knowledge, I can we can become all powerful and become the greatest trainers there ever were. So please let me know if you would like to accept this request. Please and thank you. Kiss hug, sign. Formal request. Sign and close. Okay, so now we just got to bring this over to DMAC's school. Let me actually make a little chest to pop it off in. And do a little chesty poo. There we go. Now get on my Pidgeot. Beautiful Pidgeot. Oh, I love it so much. Look at the ship getting progress done, getting stuff done. It's going to look great once it's finished. And yeah, let's have a little peaceful soar through the sky. Let's try and get through some of these rings. I've been trying to get through these rings. It's incredibly difficult. Like when you don't get it first try, it's almost impossible to properly reposition yourself again. And oh yeah, did that right, did that first go. Okay, let's see if we can get the top one. This is a fun mini game for when I return back to spawn. I can practice my flying skills on these rings. Oh, took a little bit of damage, but I'm still good. Pidgeot making noise. And putting stuff higher, left the game. Let's grab this last. Oh, yeah. And then drop down here at the Poke Academy. Stop off. What's this sign here? Large sign. Slip's wool shop is open. Oh, he put that right in front of DMAC's base. I wonder if he thinks DMAC needs wool. Actually, that's another thing. We're going to buy some wool from Slip. I believe I managed to mention that before. But in case that was in an episode that is not out yet, I'll mention it again here. We're going to buy some wool from Slip because we need a lot for our boat. Directions, class sign up. Oh, is this... Okay, so this is people that have already signed up. But I'm not going to just sign up for a lesson. I mean, let's not get crazy now. I'm gonna go right to the front, put this chest right here, and he's back. Put this book in here because this is a special request. I need to make a sign. Is there a crafting bench somewhere around? Where's that Pidgeot going? Jeez. Okay, put a little one of these and make a little sign. There we go, 3 signs. Excellent, excellent. Put this sign here. Oh. To DMAC from Ruben Delight. Oof. To DMAC. Very, very important. Ruben Delight. There we go. Done. Beautiful. Okay. Let's retrieve Pidgeot for a second. And we're just going to fly back home. And then I hope to see you guys when we hear back from DMAC.
Welcome back, guys. So we have our class today. Who could it be? Who is this?
It's me. It's Ruben.
It's Ruben. Ruben, I got your book. So
yeah.
You want to be my apprentice.
Exactly.
I don't know if you're going to be up to it. There's not many out there that have the skills necessary and the patience to be a teacher's apprentice.
Well, I can tell you, I've got plenty of both those things. I'll tell you that right now. Tell you that right now.
We shall see.
Eager to learn, eager to get started, eager to get up to speed with everything there's to know. Front of the class, front of the class.
All right. Well, you're showing all the right things so far. Let's see. Now let's see as far as your knowledge of Pokemon.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Let's see what your team is so far.
Okay. Okay. You want me to send them out? I'll send them
Please
out
do.
for you.
Please do.
Okay. So first we've got Ampharos.
Excellent.
Then we've got Typhlosion, the Flame Meister.
The Flame Meister. I'm liking the nicknames.
Yeah, good. I haven't gotten to all of them yet, but eventually. We've got Empoleon.
Nice.
The Steel Beast. Now we've got Pidgeot over there. Beautiful. Great for flying.
Sweet.
Then we've got Gigalith.
Nice.
Champ, Super Champ. And Shelgon.
Very nice.
Dragon.
All right. So today, why don't we do a little bit maybe of a team critique and make sure that you're going on the right path?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Because if you're going to be my apprentice, I mean, we got to make sure that you look good in battle.
Yeah,
that everything works out well. So we talked a little bit about the team and what characters are definitely must-have keepers and what things need improvements on.
Mm-hmm.
Ampharos seemed to be a keeper.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Empoleon was another one.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely a keeper.
Great guy.
And then Gigalith, you said you're very attached to.
Yeah, love him. He was my first catch on the server.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cool. All right.
He's great.
So then with the remaining characters,
mm-hmm.
Let's start off maybe with Shelgon. Will of course turn into Salamence.
Yeah.
As far as dragon types, it's one of the top tier Pokemon. Definitely in the best for battling tiers. but we're kind of limited because we don't have breeding available on Pixelmon.
No breeding, no breeding. That's gonna be a bit of an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not going to be able to teach him Outrage, I don't believe. I don't think we're going to be able to teach him Dragon Dance, so
Oh.
no boosting moves.
He got all upset when you said he couldn't learn Dragon Dance. He almost
I
ran out the door.
know! There's no Draco Meteor from Move Tutor, which also very limits him a lot on his special side. I don't think he can
Yeah.
get Dragon Pulse through level up.
Nope.
So really, beyond Fire Blast or Flamethrower, doesn't have much for special side. And on physical side, I think Dragonite is able to learn every move you'd want him to learn,
Right.
including the Dragon Dance.
The Dragon Dance is what we want. Dragon Dance is ideal.
So I would recommend, it's not that you have to take him out, but I think Dragonite
Well,
would outclass him.
I've got a Dragonair in my PC.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It's let me have a look at his stats for a second. He's got nice attack. His defense is kind of low. Decent speed. Special defense pretty good. Looking pretty good, I would say.
Okay, so you might want to train him up. I'd still probably evolve your Shell Gun,
Yeah,
but I'd recommend going with the Dragonite.
for the main team.
Mm-hmm.
For the dream team.
Next one, the Pidgeot.
There he is with the kind of messed up model in the belly.
I'm not a huge fan. The flying type is probably decent for your team. You probably do want you need guys that are going to resist Earthquake because you have, I believe Gigalith, Empoleon, and Typhlosion, and Ampharos should
Eesh.
all be weak to Earthquake. Yeah,
Yikes.
that's not good.
That's not a good not a good sign.
So,
Really.
we probably go if you either choose another flying,
Mm-hmm.
which you could also just put the Dragonite on your team too and have two dragons. But another
Yeah.
thing you could do is go with Grass.
Ooh, grass type.
Yeah,
Haven't really seen a lot of grass types around except for Cottony.
Yeah,
But,
there's a lot of good
that's a
ones.
good-
There's a
that's a good
lot of
one.
good ones.
What do you have any suggestions? Perhaps. I know there's Leafeon is a pretty cool one.
Ooh, Leafeon could definitely work. I'd have to say I'm gonna have you do some homework on that and
Yeah.
go through all the grass ones, and when we regroup, you could maybe show them off which ones you got, and we could kind of choose through them.
Yeah, good. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Let's see.
Get me going. Get me doing some work. Get my patience up. Gotta
There
find
you
all
go.
these guys.
There you go.
It's very important. Learning lessons even outside the class.
And the only other one that I'd say with the Typhlosion, we're really pretty limited on his move pool in Pixelmon.
Yeah.
Your best bet, if you just did a Choice Scarf with, I believe, what is the move? Is it Eruption?
Eruption. Yeah.
That's a pretty cool move. 150 power.
Yeah. 100% accuracy. I think even.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
that could work.
He
Beyond
also
that,
only learns that at 74. So
yeah, that's a pretty high level.
That's pretty high up.
So there you may have to do a little bit of homework too on other possible fire types
Yeah.
that would help out with your team.
Yeah. That's good.
But-
Yeah, that's probably good.
Other than that, I think that's good. I think we should do a little bit of homework on that, and then we can start working on, in our next lesson, probably different move sets to go on the guys you're keeping.
Right. Could we go over some movesets for the ones that are definitely going to be keeping maybe?
Sure, sure.
Maybe
Do you want to
we'll,
pull in all your guys and we can do one at a time?
Yeah. Let me get these guys back. There we go. Okay, let's start with this guy, my favorite.
All right, Ampharos. Very cool Pokemon. I wish they had Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. The derpy almost dragon Pokemon.
Right?
He wants so bad to be a dragon. He learns a dragon move and everything.
I like it. I like the idea. The more dragons, the merrier.
He finally got his dream in X and Y though. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. Oh, where are you going, Amphi? He wants to go outside. He's very playful.
He's really big. Is he a giant growth?
He's
or
a
are they-
giant
oh,
growth, yeah.
okay.
He's a giant. It's actually a she. I've just
Oh.
noticed. It's a
Ooh.
girl.
Excuse me, miss. All right. So for this guy, moves that you definitely want to have. I probably want to have Power Gem and then either Thunder Wave and or Discharge.
Discharge.
Discharge is very interesting because it does give a pretty high, I think it's 30%. It might be higher, but I think it's 30% chance of paralysis.
That's pretty good.
And you were telling me that you liked the whole Confuse Ray.
Yeah, because he just learned Confuse Ray a day ago, and I was like, this is a pretty decent move to have on because I don't have any other. I don't think I have any other Pokemon that learn Confuse Ray.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be pretty interesting to have this guy, if I send him out, at least get a Confuse Ray on those. You know, make them hit themselves or make them switch out.
Yeah,
Seems
and
like a
that
pretty
works
decent
really well in conjunction with the paralysis. So
Yeah.
you could do the T wave, the Thunder Wave to paralyze them, then the
Mhm.
Confusion. So then it gives them it's really hard to break through. They
Yeah.
almost have to switch out.
Yep.
However, I'd almost recommend, just because you don't have a ton of moves, going with Discharge instead of T-Wave, and then you
Right.
could just use those two and rely on that for the paralysis.
Right.
And that's assuming that you're going to use also Cotton Guard on them,
Of course.
which is an epic move.
It's a fantastic move.
It's going to raise, for guys that don't know, it raises your defense 3 stages. 3
Triple, baby.
stages. Mm-hmm.
Triple
In just
defense.
one move.
One move, triple defense. Excellent.
So I think that rounds that guy up. I'd Confuse Ray,
Yeah, of
either
course,
T-Wave or
Thunderbolt,
Discharge.
naturally.
Well,
After.
Thunderbolt, yeah, if you
Unless
did,
I get Discharge, I mean, Thunderbolt
well,
is pretty high on the attack. I think.
hmm
Like
no, it
the
is going to
damage.
be your higher tech. My goodness, Wild Battles.
I saw him in the
teaching
back there.
class.
Jeez,
What are you
rude.
doing?
Get out of here.
So yeah, I think unless you went without uh, Cotton Guard, you're probably gonna want to just scrap the either the T Wave or the Thunderbolt. And
Right.
probably just do the Discharge, just because he's one of those guys. He could really use a 5th move slot.
Yeah, the Power Gem as well
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
something you could really use. But then I've got Gigalith with Power Gem for now as well.
That's right. That's right. Do
So
you
we've
want to,
got
speaking of him, do you want to bring him out next?
Yeah, let's bring Gigalith out. There he is. Ah, love this guy.
He's very cool. I like their sprite for this.
Mhm.
With him, his most important move that he can possibly learn is Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, I've got Stealth Rock up right now on him. He's already got
Very
it.
cool move. So Stealth Rocks, guys, you throw that in at the beginning of a battle, and every time someone switches in, they're going to take damage. And it's based on how much they're hurt by rocks. So some guys can take up to 50% damage. In fact,
That's pretty
this guy is
excellent.
one of them.
Ooh.
Because he's Bug Fire, 4 times weak to rock.
Yikes.
Every time he switches in, 50% of his health is going to be stripped.
Damn.
Very good move.
That's pretty. I didn't know it was that powerful. I thought it would be like spikes,
Nope.
but it's
nope.
way better than spikes, isn't it?
Way better. In
Way
fact,
better
I
than
kind of wish
spikes.
they'd change it, but
It's a
um,
little bit overpowered.
and then any of the dragons, any of the flying types, they're going to take 25% of their health. So Salamence, Dragonite, for all those birds, the legendary birds, Zapdos takes 25%.
Damn.
Both Moltres and what's the ice one?
Articuno.
Yeah, they both take, I think, also 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good move. It's definitely
It's pretty
worthwhile.
insane.
Yeah. So Stealth Rocks is a must. Then, of course, for his rock type, I'd probably go with either Stone Edge or maybe Rock Slide.
Rock Slide, alright.
And then Earthquake, of course.
Earthquake.
He's learned by TM.
And he's got Iron Defense now, which would sharply raise his defense even more, which is already through the roof.
You could do that. That would definitely
Might
work. You
be-
could also maybe teach him Rest if he can learn that.
Rest. Like
So that way he'd get back all of his
back up
health.
the health. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
So there's a lot of good stuff. I don't believe he can learn any phasing moves like Roar.
No. But it's alright. It's alright.
Mhm.
He'll manage without. He's a good guy.
Yeah, great for your team. And then what was the next keeper?
We've got Empoleon.
Ah,
It's also a
beautiful
giant.
Empoleon. Very cool Pokemon. Steel
Yeah.
Water.
Very
Um,
unique type.
And he can go physical or special because he
Hmm.
has access to sword dance. He has priority water type moves, so it's stab, same time
Yep.
a type attack boost. But we're going with I think special on this one.
Yeah, this guy's got, currently got 116 special and 105 special defense as well, so he's probably also going to be the special for defense.
Okay.
He's,
So with him, it would be ice beam, of course,
yeah, naturally. Got to
and
find that.
then normally I guess you do surf,
Surf,
but
yeah.
we don't. I don't know if that's in the game, being an HM. So the
Yeah.
other option would be either Scald or Hydro Pump.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also has access to Grass Knot.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Gonna have
Very
Grass
nice for
Knot on.
going up against other bulky waters.
Yeah.
You could also go with Toxic to stall people out. He can also learn Roar to help phase guys. So if someone's dragon dancing up, you can roar them right out and they'll lose all their stat boosts.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So if I
and it-
go up against a Dragonite, you know,
yeah.
got this
It'd-
guy. Maybe you'll
yeah.
bring him back in and he's got priority Ice Beam. Bam.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Go.
then let's see. And what else? Oh, and with the Roar also, if you have Stealth Rocks out, it's gonna force the phasing, which will also do damage to them, to each guy that you've roared in.
That sounds incredibly overpowered. I think I must do that now.
You
I
definitely
think I
should.
must get at least one Pokemon. Maybe if I'm thinking fire types, maybe like an Arcanine would have a role.
Yeah, I think Arcanine would be pretty good. And you don't have too many physical attackers on your team.
No.
So far, hasn't everyone been special?
Well, Gigalith is physical.
That's right. That's right. So, but Arcanine
And
will
then
give.
If I go for Dragonite, he's physical as well, right?
True. True. But it's not a bad one. He has access to that extreme speed move, which is
Yeah.
priority 80 power.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. You could go with him. You could also do an Infernape. Would get priority Mach Punch,
Ooh.
close combat, um, a Flare Blitz possibly.
Ooh. That's a
There's a lot of
dangerous
good
one.
ones.
Risky one, Flare Blitz.
It is because you get recoil, but it's pretty strong.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a good move.
But I think that's pretty good. So for your homework, Ruben,
Yeah.
you need to go out, catch a bunch of grass types, and
Grass
we'll
types.
figure out which one is best for you,
Will
best
do.
suiting of your team.
What? Leafeon. I'd have to find one of those stones and an Eevee. But that'll be good. That'll be good.
All right. And by the way, I want to warn you before you leave. I've
Mhm.
heard you've been hanging out with Team Rocket.
I can explain.
That's a no-no if you want to be my apprentice.
Okay, so what happened was I was roaming around. I've wandered upon this campsite. I saw a spare Team Rocket costume lying on the floor, right in one of the tents.
Mhm.
Oops,
Mm-hmm.
breaking your school there. I hear these guys talking in the distance, so I put on the suit, see if I can find out some information. Turns out that investigating Mew.
Mm.
I think they're trying to do some nasty stuff with that. So I'm
Poor you.
kind of trying to scope that stuff out a little bit.
All right,
And,
just don't get in too deep. They're
No,
they're not a good force to reckon with.
Of course not. Of course not. Just got to keep appearances up, you know. Get the information, so
All right,
they,
well,
so
it's
they
just
won't be able to take us down here. Right here in the school, you know?
because they don't like us river rats. That's what they refer to us
Yeah,
as over on this side of the server.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
River Rattata.
All right, Ruben. Well, thanks for stopping by, and we'll
Yeah.
see how much you improve come next time.
For sure, will do.
All right.
Thank you very much for the lesson. Oh,
Absolutely,
wild
Ruben.
battle.
Uh,
Get rid of it. Okay.
show 'em who's boss.
Good day. See you later.
Hi, Ruben.